Hello, my name is Matthew Thompson, and I am a student here at CWI. I have chosen 4 different topics for my midterm video. They are ethics, employee retention, employee morale, and risk-taking. The goal is for me to explain in my own words and provide some scholarly facts as to why these topics are important to me and how I will take them into my career. I'm going to talk about them in order of their importance to me. So sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy. To kick us off tonight, I will start with ethics, as I believe this is the most important topic I have. By now, we all know that ethics is the distinction of right and wrong. When you look at ethics from a legal point of view, legal and ethical are not the same. According to University of Redlands School of Business blog, there are 3 important reasons as to why ethics is one of the most important topics on my list. 1 out of 3 is business ethics is an essential skill. As stated in my ethics source, business nowadays have come up with ethical programs easier due to technology. Because in the ever-growing world of technology, everything is made easier, especially ethics, when you realize there's a misstep. Business ethic drives employee behavior. The more the company employs ethical reasoning, the more employees will respond to it in kind. And lastly of the 3, business ethics benefits the bottom line. On the business side of ethics, profits may increase on a solid ethical program. Think about it. If you employ a shady ethical program, then everything will go south. But if you employ a stable, concrete, positive ethical program, everything will go up. There are more reasons why ethics is the most important topic on this list, but I'm trying to keep it brief. I will be using ethics much closer when I get into my own business, because I know right from wrong, and I will not allow my management team to stray away from the programs I have set up. My second out of 4 topics is employee retention. Employee retention is another topic I believe follows ethics on the important topic scale. Employee retention is as it sounds in the name. It's to keep already established employees in the corporation and employ loyalty and respect both ways. As I said, I always believe that respect is a 2-way street, so I believe that if the employer and the employee give each other mutual respect, it commands a positive employee-employer relationship. According to SHRM's Managing for Employee Retention, there are 5 factors I believe are spot on in this topic. They are respectful treatment of all employees at all levels, compensation and pay, trust between employee and senior management, job security, and opportunities to use these skills and abilities at work. I plan to take all of the ideas of employee retention with me when I start up my own business one day, because I am all about respect and making employees feel the same. Remember, I am ranking these topics in order of their importance to me, so these topics today are in my top 5 of what I want to employ when I do start up my own business. Moving on to the third. Employee retention and employee morale go hand in hand. I've already explained what employee retention is, but employee morale is the idea of increasing the employee's attitude, satisfaction, and their outlook on their jobs. Employers will always want their employees to feel safe and appreciated in the workplace. If the employee feels like they're being challenged, then they will be more inclined to take on more responsibility. And if the employee is satisfied with the employer, then the company's retention rate will go up. Between employee retention and morale, it is all a supply and demand situation. It's what it is. Positive morale equals better retention of employees, while negative morale equals the opposite. Employees will feel underappreciated. There are a bunch of things that could increase the morale of the employee. Some of them are as follows: flexibility of hours, feeling valued, having a sense of accomplishment. I work for Walmart right now to pay for college and other expenses that come with my lifestyle. So I get an upfront view of employee retention and morale. If the employer wants to see good results, then the business must make them feel appreciated. This is the lesson I need to bring with me in my future. Risk-taking, the fourth and final topic I believe is important. In any good business, it is important to understand everything you do is a gamble, especially in the beginning. When you start your business, it is important to understand that businesses may not always be successful, and they could crash and burn very quickly. You'd be surprised the amount of entrepreneurs who are afraid of taking risks because of the possibility of failure. I've learned that if you're willing to take a risk in any capacity, then this isn't the right field for you. As I've said, some people are willing to take risks and some are not. Those that are willing to take a risk have a competitive advantage. According to my source, there are 5 reasons why risk-taking is important in business. Number 1, risk can be calculated. When a risk is calculated, that means you have a contingency plan to fall back on in case the risk does not pan out. Calculated risks are better than taking unnecessary risks, because calculated risks mean that you have a contingency plan, while unnecessary means you do not have any backup plan whatsoever. Number 2, you'll never know until you try it. Just like anything else in life, if you never try to take a risk, regardless of the outcome, you never get anywhere. There is only one way to see if a risk is worth the effort: to do it. Number 3, risks help distinguish between leaders and followers. In the business world, there are leaders and there are followers. How do you think a leader distinguishes himself? The most powerful people in the world get where they are because of risks. Success does not come on a smooth sail. It comes from a lot of hard work and a lot of elbow grease. Number 4, without risks, there is no innovation. My source gave a quote from T.S. Eliot: "Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far it is possible to go." Innovations begin with the willingness to take a risk, from making a new product to redesigning or reinventing another product. It all leads back to taking that one important leap of faith. Is a chance to learn. Taking a risk is one of the few things I have learned in the past few years. I was a scared kid when I was younger, afraid to do anything. I was afraid to even slide down the fireman pole on the playground. Recently, I've learned that risks are a natural part of life. If you don't take them, then you aren't living your life to the fullest. In conclusion, these are important topics in our class that I have targeted for my midterm video. I have put them in my top 5 concepts that will help me be successful in my business one day. So far, I've learned a lot about how to keep a good business up and running. This class is very, very knowledgeable, and I can't wait to learn more as the semester goes on. Thank you, Professor. You are doing an amazing job, and keep teaching us new things that are going to be really helpful in our future. Thank you.